Hello everybody, I'm BeakerTeck, also known as Keegan, and welcome back to Vanilla Cities Skylines. Once again, we are starting off an episode over at the industrial section, and once again, we have traffic issues. This time, however, I know what's causing them. We have introduced a new section of residential over here to try and feed the industrial space over here, because as you can see, these guys are saying, oh, we don't have enough workers, not enough workers, blah blah blah. Now by creating that and by building the new homes, a lot of these vehicles, well, okay, a lot of them are police cars, but a lot of these vehicles are sort of residential vehicles. They're trying to go and live in this area. So what I thought I could do is bulldoze a couple of the demolished buildings, and then take an off-ramp that goes underground and all the way over into this section, just to make sure that these guys have their own route there. Okay, that way we won't have any issues of them trying to go through town and clogging up my roads that way. So this is going to come up here, like this, and we'll connect in just about there. Fantastic. Now, the question is, how many people are going to use it? I'm hoping quite a few. I've yet to actually see anybody use this turnaround, but I'm going to keep it there for two reasons. A, it's kind of interesting. B, it's, I don't know, might be useful? Oh, I don't know, I have no idea. It's probably not. It's probably completely pointless. I'd really love to... It feels like the game's going so slow because these guys are just stuck. And as you can see, people are popping out of existence because they're taking too long to get to where they need to go. So that is definitely an issue. Definitely an issue. How can I improve this system? What can be done? Because as you can see, it's starting to block up the whole highway. This section's fine. This has kind of worked out kind of nicely. But the whole highway is starting to get blocked up. These guys want to merge. They're coming out of here. They're trying to merge. These guys are... It's all blocking up. This section's flowing fine. This is actually working all right. But this section, this is ridiculous. Wow. So I really need to do something about that. So, I'm just not sure what it is. Also, I just realized there's no way for these guys to actually... That's why... They can get into here. They can't get onto here. We do actually need another one there to allow some of them onto this path. And then, if I go underground, we need a path that sort of allows them off, around, back up, and onto this section here. Right? So that they don't have to loop all the way down, block it up here, and come back. They can just come in this side. Though actually, before I do that, let's do what I did before. These guys come in one side. I don't want everyone coming in that one side. So what I'll do is I'll pull this off and a little bit of a curve like that. Then this can go back underground. Down you go. Underground. Through here. We'll come to roughly here. We'll go here. And then we'll come up and we'll connect like so. Watch all the cars sort of jump back into place. And now, hopefully, we're causing more congestion. That's fine. Because everyone... Are people coming out of here just to go back into here? That's a bit of a pain. Let's make sure that these guys have a route that brings them into this section as well. So I'll do something like this, and then bring them in here, so that anyone that's sort of done come out and wants to go back in, they can do that. They don't have to come up here. This really is massive spaghetti junction, this whole thing. But I kind of like it. I'm kind of fond of it, just because of how ridiculous it is. But also how custom and just completely useless as well. Oh, it just works out well. Like, it's fine. It's fine. They're saying that rubbish is an issue, but this guy is going to collect it, so that's fine. Maybe they could do with some more rubbish collection. I'm not sure. I could, of course, go and put one right up here, which would solve those guys' issues. That's fine and dandy. And we are a capital city, so we have managed to get a harbour, a cargo harbour, ships, and a new area to work with, which is fandiddly-tastic. Are people using this road at all? They are, which is nice to see. Obviously, they still have to exit through this area, come all the way through town, and they're probably coming this way. Probably that section of traffic there. This is not ideal, is what this is. But it's also something I don't quite know how to fix. So at this point, it's just going to have to stay how it is. I'm going to go ahead and give these guys all of the residential now. So I'll just go in fact, I'll do it with a block. And I'll just select all of it and say that's all residential now. Not that we have any demand for it, but that's fine. This is mostly commercial through here. So we have a massive demand for commercial. But I don't know really whether I want to build a whole section of just commercial. I know I want to get rid of that power line though, because it's not needed anymore. And I'll fill it in now with that stuff, which is fine. But yeah, I mean, I could obviously do a whole strip here of commercial, like so. And maybe another strip here of commercial. And I'll do it with the square tool because this is causing frustrating. So we'll do that. We'll have these massive strips of commercial. Then I'm going to go ahead and put in a strip of offices down there. Because why not? Why shouldn't I? Wow, that is some terrible pollution. That is absolutely terrible. Luckily, we're going to be putting out less of it with this guy. And in fact, I'm actually going to go ahead, get rid of these. And just make another couple ones of this. I'll do that. I'll do that. And then make sure that this is connected up like so. And that this is connected up. I think that was actually connected. So that's fine. We'll do that. So they're now connected so that our sewage is going to have issues. And then not have issues. Please. Okay, almost having issues. So maybe we need a few more of these. Maybe I can put them somewhere else. I mean, I do have access to this hole. But see, that's a lake. What? I'd kind of like to build something around that, to be honest. Maybe I purchase this section. Or I could purchase this section. Or that one where I can bring in more. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and purchase this one. Which is going to be fantastic. Because I can now move all of my water down to here. Sorry, all of my sewage down to here. So let's go ahead and grab these guys. And we're going to move them. Boom. Just like that. To this section. It is, of course, going to cause issues for a little while. But that's okay. So we'll do that. Put them there. I'm also going to build a couple more just on this section, simply to make sure that I just want to clean up some of the water. So they'll probably be moved eventually, but for now they can go there. And because eventually I want this to be, you know, the peak of our CBD, so I don't want it to be entirely, you know, covered with pollution makers. But that's, for now, it'll do. We'll have to go up and over the roads here if I can find a spot that'll let me do it. If it'll let me find a spot that'll do it. There we go. I'll do that. And then, you know what? for now, we'll just... I was going to say we'll build across the water, but no, we won't. We'll do this, and we'll bring it into here. Hit play, fast forward, everything should connect. There we go, and our sewage is plentiful, which is nice. Our power is not connected, which isn't so nice, so I'll do that to make sure we don't lose connection there. And of course, as always, I have forgotten the water pipes, so I'll go ahead and just connect those up now and make sure everyone is fully watered. Lovely. And we will go ahead and build another... I thought I eventually built a... I did, over here, an intake system just here. So I'll go and put another one down. Not that I need it just yet, but it means I don't have to remember it for quite some time. I can forget about it as we bring in close to 30,000, have almost €1 million, which is actually, I believe, from what I've been told in the comments and from what I managed to read myself online, I do believe that that is a euro, or sometimes it's just called a currency. The game, no, a lot of websites can't quite decide on what the game has decided to call it. You are not enough fuel. Huh. That could be an issue. However, what's not an issue is really the traffic. It seems to have cleared itself up just a wee bit, so that's kind of nice. Absolutely no demand for anything though, so again, not sure what to do. I really need to do something about this. I really need to do something about it. I mean, I could do a roundabout here in sort of the center of I was gonna say the center of town, but I could like bring this out, fill this whole section, and just do a massive roundabout. I just don't know whether it would actually help. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I need to do. I really don't. This section's looking really nice though. It'd be nice to fill up skyline views, and in fact, I think that's gonna be the plan for a little bit. What is this? This is all high density stuff. I'll do a little bit more high density around sort of the edges here. But then I want to transition almost into the lower density stuff. So I'll do a few sections of high density, mix it up with the low density, and then it'll sort of blend its way down. So I want a little bit sort of throughout of each type. And then as we get down here, this whole section is just going to be low density, but super high, you know, high end, really nice stuff. Obviously, it's right next to the main CBD, so it should be, you know, nice stuff. At least that's the plan. That can all be that as well. And down this edge, even though there's no demand for it, I'm going to put in a bunch of offices, just because. So there we go. That should be nice. That will obviously fill up over time. We don't have the demand for it right now, but we have just cracked the 1 million mark, which is very, very exciting. So a little bit of a celebration for that. Woohoo! And moving right along. Not too much celebrating over here. We don't abide by that kind of thing. Mostly because I'm still trying to work out what to do with the traffic, and I don't know. I almost feel like I need to completely redesign this whole system. But I like this way too much. This is way too nice, which is terrible because it's really not that nice. It's a terrible system of roads. It really is. But I don't know. I built it. It feels I'm attached to it is all I'm gonna say, but definitely needs some improvement. The way we come into the center city, everything, a whole thing needs a big old redesign. Yeah. Obviously, I've access to this now, so I could build another way in over here, which could be kind of useful. I do want to... Okay, here's the plan. I'm gonna lay out the plan to you now, and we'll move on, and we'll do it in the next episode. So this is going to be turned into a 4-way, sort of massive roundabout style. Probably, well, it'll be using this one, the big old clover leaf. And then over here, we will have another three-way intersection just here. Roughly there. In fact, I'm going to go and place it down right now. That is going to go there and will connect into this section as well. And we'll probably then... I'm tempted to connect it into its own little three-way intersection like this. Or something similar so that you have, you know, one that goes out that way, one that goes this way. Or we could do a four-way like this, a bit of a roundabout. So that you have 1, 2, 3 accesses. That could definitely be done. In fact, that's probably what I'm going to do. So I'll go ahead and do that now. So I'll do that. But that's going to be it for this episode, and we'll continue with that in the next one. So guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then please smash that like button. Also, don't forget to hit subscribe. Wow, lost my words there. And I'll see you in the next one.